What's up, guys? I'm Max with Odd Jobs. Today we're here in Royal Oak, Michigan, and we just wanted to give you a quick look at the project we got going on. Alright guys, so where I'm standing right now used to be a exposed aggregate concrete patio. It was about half the size of the one they're installing now. We were originally going to install a patio after the concrete patio ended, but they decided to tear it all out and move forward with some beautiful Beacon Hill smooth. This is actually a fossil color, so we've done a lot of fossil and a lot of granite this year. It's also followed by a charcoal Holland Premier border and some beautiful Ucara steps. So one thing I like about the steps is they're plain and simple. I think this is the opal colorway for the fascia panels. We've never used it before. I kind of like it. It's super plain, super simple, and super sleek. All right, so now behind me, this is where all the fun starts. So we had a 12 by 14 pavilion built. It does have a shingle roof, cherry wood interior roof as well, exposed rafters. This is a super neat pavilion. It's composite structure, so you won't have to worry about staining it, painting it year after year after year. Underneath though, we're doing a beautiful outdoor kitchen. This is going to be a CMU block with a veneer on it. And if you look to our left, right here is the selection of veneer that the customer wanted. Still trying to pinpoint exactly which one they're going to use. We all have different opinions, so that makes an easy decision. Over here we're going to be doing garbage bins and some storage shelves, followed by a propane stove with a burner. Also concrete countertop over here. So a little bit out of the box. This is our first concrete countertop that we've done. They're not incredibly common, so we're excited to bust this one out for our customer, give them an all-around beautiful product. All right, Josh, so what made you choose Blaze Grills? What exactly was the thought behind the setup here?
Yeah. So first there was a Napoleon. We're going to use Napoleon 500. And I found out about Napoleon grills when I was in South Carolina. A lot of people in South Carolina like outdoor kitchens, so when we were there, everyone requested Napoleon. They're like Napoleon 500 Prestige Pro. It's like a 4-knob, 4-burner type thing, and the lights change colors and whatnot too. But only difference is that they didn't have one that was propane, and they didn't want to run a gas line here, and it quite frankly made a lot of things easier for us. So this was readily available. Also takes propane, so that's why we settled for this. Not really settled. Blaze is like really well known for their grills, for their cabinets, just for like I think even like they do some burners too. Like that's our burners. So they're pretty well known in the industry, so I respect them. If I could have, I would have gone Napoleon. It looked super cool in the store. Shout out to Borliers and Royal Oak for having like a lot of different outdoor kitchens on display, but I think this one would be a pretty good fit for propane. And then the trash can's like a two can trash can, so you'll pull it out and you'll see one, you'll see another. So if you want to do cans in one, food in another, vice versa, or recycling bin and not recycling, you can do that too. And then there's like the two-door opening for like swapping out your propane. So this would be a pretty cool outdoor kitchen. You haven't seen too many come from Odd Jobs, so this will be the first of many. But this is like a 26-foot bar / outdoor kitchen setup, so it's like a pretty big space for entertainment.
So one more thing I want to talk about here is this concrete countertop. So they had just finished doing the edges so that we had a nice round edge on here, so your elbows or your forearms are never going to get too scratched up. This is going to end up being a polished concrete countertop, so we still have to come back with the machine and do the whole polishing process for the concrete, and then we're going to seal it. One thing I'm a big fan of is this countertop is 4 inches thick and reinforced with 1/2-inch rebar every 8 inches along the span of the countertop, so that when you have one of these installed at your home, you're never going to have this thing break on you. versus a thin granite slab. You know, sometimes you deal with issues where they crack, where they chip, things like that. You know, you could potentially chip this, but overall you're not going to break it. If you do, it's going to be intentional and it's going to be a lot of hard work. So whenever you're getting an outdoor kitchen planned for your home, if you and your friends like to get very rowdy, I would recommend you do a concrete countertop so that you don't end up with a broken investment.